Hey, everybody. Terrific Tuesday to you. It is Unapologetically Angela. Thank you so much for tuning in to Relationship Rhetoric. I am so excited, first of all, that I don't know where you are, but in Memphis, the snow has melted. Today was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. We still don't have functioning water like we should, but at least the sun is out. So for that, I am truly grateful. I'm also extremely grateful to be talking to this young lady. When I made the decision to reach out to talk to her, I realized every time we come in contact with each other, we come in contact with each other like we know each other. But I know very little, very little about this woman. And we have such a great connection. So what better way to get to know someone that has a chemistry? Because me, typically, I don't really fool with people. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that I'm sharing the same vibe that they are. But her and I, every time we interact with each other, it's a good vibe. She is a genuine person. She is going to be bold and beautiful with whatever she has to say. So and following her on Instagram and seeing her evolution and watching her energy just ooze through the social media, I said, oh, we have to have a conversation. We have to talk. We have to see how we met and how we got here. So I am so excited to talk to her. I'm just going to bring her on. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to some and present to others, Keartra Smith. Young lady. How are you?
I'm good. I'm working through some things right now. This concussion and muscle pains and all that, but other than that, I'm really good. I'm really good.
I mean, you know, us as Black women, we hold on and deal and push through all our pains and everything else. So I applaud you on that. So let me ask you, where are you?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, so how is your water situation and your weather and everything down there now?
Fine. Honestly, I didn't necessarily experience a whole lot of the turmoil that everybody else did. My lights did flicker a little bit during the ice originally when it first happened, but other than that, I'm fine. Lights, water, I'm grateful. Yep.
Okay. Very, very good. Okay, great to hear. Great to hear. So, Keartra, tell me now. You were you born in Memphis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell us how you ended from Memphis to where you are now.
Oh, child. Okay, hold on.
Take a moment.
So, I was a music and performing arts teacher in Memphis, taught for several years, and also had my own performing arts school for several years. And my son was in the 10th grade in 2016. And my family, my kids and I, my daughter, my son and I, we always did a vision board. And so this particular year, we did a vision board. And on my board, I said, okay, y'all, and when he graduated, what we're going to do, we're going to relocate to Dallas. Because when I was married, we vacationed here, traveled here, and I love the city. So that was just the beginning of it. It was a thought. I didn't know how it was going to work out. Didn't really care. At that time, but just knew that's the idea that I had. And of course, life went on. My son grew up in school in 2018. Instead of coming to Dallas or getting accepted in school here, he got accepted into UT Martin. My daughter said she didn't want to move. She wanted to stay with her daddy. She stayed with her daddy. And all roads were still pointing for me to come here. So I literally had to just pick up whatever I had and leave. And I did. I stayed with a relative for 3 months when I got here. And after that, that was it.
Okay, so you use the word had to pick up what you had. So was it a situation where it was your plan to go, or something happened here in Memphis that you needed to go?
So both. So in 2018, there was the end of the school year. my contract wasn't renewed. Not that I couldn't get it renewed, but my contract was, it was the end of my contract. And so I was looking for another job. I said, well, I'm tired of teaching. Like the system had just gotten on my nerves at that point. I'm tired. I don't want to see these bad ass kids. I'm sick of this administration. I
Mhm.
am over it.
Mhm.
And so I got to a point where I'm like, what do I need to do? Well, then I don't have the income still coming in, so bills were just racking up.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, well, I got this big old house over here on this lake and this car and these kids. What am I gonna do? So I got part-time jobs or was working in and odds and just trying to make sure I was at least staying afloat. And then got to a point where it just got overwhelming.
Mhm.
I had to leave my house. Moved in with a friend, stayed there for a short period of time, then moved in with my god sister for 6 weeks. And in that period, when I was with my god sister, she was saying, um, you know, you did say you was gonna move to Dallas. Cause again, I hadn't thought about it.
Uh-huh.
Life was going on.
Mhm.
And literally I said, okay. I started applying for jobs in Dallas, got calls back to back, back to back, back to back. I had a homeboy who was traveling back and forth. I said, listen, whenever you go back to Dallas, let me know. I just need a ride. I got a relative there. I can actually talk to him and stay with him. I just need to go down and interview in person with these people because I'm here, they're there. He said, okay, one weekend, he said, I'm going. I packed up my little bag, went on down, interviewed, got the job on the spot, and came back. And the lady said, I asked her when are you looking for me to start? She said Tuesday. That was a Friday. She said
Wow.
Tuesday. I came back to Memphis. I literally packed up the clothes I had. There was like 3 bags in my god sister's house because everything else was in storage.
Mhm.
And moved to Dallas.
Wow.
Literally packed. When I say packed up what I had, packed up what I had and moved. And so that was a very, very humbling experience.
Mm.
I've heard people's stories of homelessness, having a struggle. I've never had to deal with it before. And at that point, I was literally homeless. To be this house is to be homeless. I didn't have a house that was my own. I was homeless, and I had to come to grips with that a couple of years ago and say, no, I was considered homeless. You know, it is what it is. But in the same token, I never was without what I needed. I
Mhm.
always was very firm on the universe will provide whatever I need for this day
Mhm.
on a daily basis. The universe will provide whatever I need. And every day I had what I needed. Even up until moving, I still had what I needed. Even when I relocated here in Dallas and I was staying with my relative, I didn't bring my vehicle. I rode with him back up. And so I used his other car that it was just sitting there. I used it until like the next, I think maybe 2 months later, I came on back and got my vehicle, which was not road ready at all. But that joker, when I say like Betsy or whatever you want to call it, that baby was ready for me. My car got me on that road several times, back and forth. So yeah, I literally picked up what I had and moved.
Nice. So what was your, I mean, I guess they were young, on their way to being young adults at that time. What was your children's response to you up and moving?
It was rough, because we had never been separated like that. Of course, during holidays, spring breaks, and summer vacation, well, summertime when they were out of school, they were with their dad and stuff like that. But we had never lived without each other. So that was rough. My daughter had just turned 13. My son was 18. Um, and so it was hard not only for them, for me having to say I had to leave my babies,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my daughter at an age of 13. You're just turning 13 and you're now without your mom. And that kind of I was always apologizing. At first, like, I'm sorry, mama, and trying to overcompensate for things for
Mm-hmm.
that being the way it was. But they understood. One thing about I appreciate the foundation that I set with my kids about being honest, about having integrity, about being able to share your feelings and just talking. And however you feel, let's talk about it. Let's put it on the table. We're gonna be respectful, but let's talk about it. Um, so I appreciate the relationship we already had. So when that happened, of course, my daughter being 13 at that time, you wouldn't think that she would really understand, but she was so understanding. When I said it's my mini me, that's like my
Mhm.
little best friend for real, my best friend. She is just she was for me. I thought it was gonna be rough for her, but it she was okay. She was okay, and of course, she dealt with some things, but still, we had to grow through it. But yeah, they were fine, and they're much better now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's safe to say that life in Dallas, because you're still there, is good for you.
Mm, mm,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
mm. Life is great. I'm doing well. I am doing well. I will not ever complain. I'm sorry, my neck's starting to hurt a little bit. I'm sorry. You see me
I
reposition
told
myself.
you. I told you what we were supposed to do, but you was
I
trying to
know.
be.
Uh, okay. If you see me do this right here,
Uh
you know
huh.
what I'm doing.
I got
So
you.
I forget what you say. Oh, life and Dallas. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's been great. I cannot complain. I have worked only 2 jobs here. Thankfully, it'll be 3 years in November since I've been here. But my first job I worked for 9 months. It was horrible. The second job I'm still on their payroll, but Thursday is my official last day. Excuse me, and I'm going full time entrepreneurship. So I can't complain. I can't complain. I've been thriving. I've had family and friends to be very, very, very supportive. So here with my business as well, precision staffing, I do wedding planning, event planning, and I do restaurant consultation. So it's been a journey and a great one because I haven't stopped. And even with COVID happening, it did shut down a whole lot for me. But now that people are back to kind of trying to get the normal thing going again, their normal routines and wanting to have events, wanting to have weddings, I'm back to it. So I haven't skipped a beat. I haven't skipped a beat.
Okay. So let's talk about your business.
Mhm.
Um, so at what point in your life did you realize you had a knack for this? And it's a staffing company?
So in Memphis, 2015, I was chef friend at HM Lounge.
Mhm.
I was assisting her and helping her with just working there because we were friends. And so she was like, "Hey, she needs some help." I didn't mind helping. I will leave work at teaching and go directly over there to her. And then because of the hours, my kids were in after school program, so it just worked out where I can still go with her, help her out, make some money on the side, and then do that. Well, then Cynthia Daniels started doing the Black Restaurant Week, so I'm looking and helping Fran hire the people, and we're vetting the people. So it started rolling, and that's how I got into it. I'm like, okay, I can do this. This is something I realized I love to do. I've always planned events and did events anyway with my own performing arts school, putting on programs, putting on productions, very detail oriented. This is what I need. This is how it needs to be executed. Finding vendors. I've always done that, but I never thought about it to actually as an income, as a job, or as a means of getting some money. I never thought about it like that until when I started helping Fran do her thing, and then other restaurants were asking, so I started helping other restaurants. And then it went outside of just the Black Restaurant Week. It started being I had other restaurants just ask me, "Hey, I need some staff. Can you help me?" And here you go. Here's my invoice. Here you go. And it just rolled from there. When I relocated here, I had well, before I relocated here, I'm sorry, I had a one friend girl who reached out to me and she said, I wanted you to be my wedding planner. because she knew she could trust me. I was very detail oriented and I can get the job done. I have done things before, but that was like that one event that said, let's go. And so I took off from that. And her wedding, they've been married now for a little over a year, be 2 years this year. But that was the wedding that in the event that had me to take off.
Okay. Okay. All right. And I didn't know that. So that's interesting.
Yep.
Okay. So on just a whole nother note. So I know that at this point in your life, you ooze this sensual energy. And
Mm.
so I know it has, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Has that gotten you in situations where, you know, people, I'm not gonna just say men, but
Thank
people
you.
have a tendency to misread women that have a certain type of energy. So how has that been? Because it's obvious, you know what I'm saying? How has that been a part of your journey?
That conversation was just had last night between me and my significant other.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so it is what it is. But it definitely gets us in trouble just because it's who I am. People think I'm flirting, and I know when I'm flirting. I'm very intentional when I'm flirting.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, "Oh, she flirting," nah, baby, I wasn't flirting. Trust me, that was not a flirt. That's just who I am. Um, People want to they think because I am this being and I have this type of energy that it's easily to approach me that I'm easygoing or that I would get put out. I ain't no hoe at all. And I'm very particular about who I even share my energy with.
Right.
And what you see is just not it's not even this much of who I am. What you see is just a little bit. And so for people to misconstrue that, I've had to dial back a little bit and kind of reevaluate and reassess how I do things and how I approach people or approach situations. So it's been a task. It's not a bad one. Just because I am still who I am, and I'm tell people, no, I'm not talking to you, or I'm not dealing with you like this. No. People try to it's so fun. It's one I was at a bar. It's been a while ago because I haven't really been out. And I was at the bar, and this young lady came up, and she was like, "You're so pretty." And thank you, boo. Thank you. And I call everybody boo, and those names of endurement. That's just baby boo, sweetheart, lovely, darling. And again, you would know when I'm really hitting on you. And so she was trying to bring me on in the room with her, and I was like, "Baby girl, listen, you're gorgeous and you're thick as heaven. I promise you are. But
Come on,
I
think it's heaven.
don't
Come on, think it's heaven.
thick as heaven." But I don't want you. I don't, I'm not even attracted to you. Like, you're gorgeous, but me complimenting you is not the green light. And so her guy was like, oh, he was disappointed because they thought they had a sure thing. Why? I'm like, is it something that happens often? So it makes me feel like a lot of people, a lot of women or whomever you are, they're just easily out there giving themselves up. And I'm just not that person. So when somebody sees me and they're attracted to my energy, I am very aware that it's just my energy that you're attracted to because you don't know me.
Right, right.
So I know how to say, "Come, this is only a conversation, and we'll be done." But yeah, it has got me in a lot of trouble.
Mhm. So, can you think back in your head when you realized, oh, there's something different about me? Or, I need to start paying attention to this particular, not necessarily this particular energy, but when people started being magnetic toward you, do you remember when you started being aware of that?
It's been a long time, but I can definitely say, um, close to 2015, 2016.
Hmm.
I was dating a guy, and I was so attracted to him. So we were dating. We officially dated for 6 months, but we were only together for 3 months. It's weird, okay? But because he got goes to other anyway. Um, but it was how the universe designed it to be.
That's right.
Designed
That's
it to be. So I used to tell him all the time. I said, I don't know how long we're gonna be together, but I am gonna soak up everything I can from you because I was attracted to his wisdom.
mm,
So being in that situation, I kept trying to figure out, but why are you ghosting me? Like 1 month we're together, and I'm sitting at your feet, I'm learning, I'm diving in, and you're pouring into me, and then the next couple of weeks you're gone. I'm like, where the hell you go? Like, what's going on?
mm,
Um, and I just kept, I didn't understand that, but at that in that time frame, I was being taught and shown that's the same kind of energy that I have, and
mm,
I had to learn that you're not for everybody, and everybody's not, they're not for you. You do have assignments, and I was his assignment. We weren't supposed to be together. We were supposed to be together for this learning, for the evolution of who I am today, not for a romantic relationship. So through that situation, I literally learned who I was, and then learned how to decipher, how to give out my energy, how to say, okay, no, they only want me for my energy. They're just attracted to me because of this. It's not, and then you see me like, oh, okay, she thick, okay, I'm thick, but that's something else, you know?
oh,
So it's really the energy that you're really feeding off of. And I had to learn that it's not even about me. It's my energy, and you don't want me, and I know you don't want me. And guess what? I don't want you either. You know, so it was back in 2015, 2016 that I went through that time frame of saying, aha, this is what it
mhm,
is.
mhm.
Yeah.
Do you see that energy in either one of your children?
My daughter.
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
say she's my twin, she is
yeah.
my people. Even now, they'll say, I visit home or see somebody, or somebody will see her, and I saw your daughter today. She is such your twin. She is just like you. I know. Like, I know. She is literally just like me. So I can talk to her in ways I couldn't talk to my son about, certain things. I can talk to her and say, and because I see myself completely, and the talk that I never had with my mom, that I
Mm,
can actually have with her. And she's 15, she'll be 16 this year. She's so mature. She's
mhm.
so mature. So those conversations, because I know, and I've been down the road, and then because I'm so transparent with my kids, with the foundation of who we are and what we're gonna do and what we're not gonna do, I can have those conversations. And like today, she's just a butterfly. When I say she's just beautiful. So yeah, I see it in my daughter. She is my twin, and then she's a Scorpio.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay.
Mm,
Uh,
mm.
so now I'm just asking because these are things that I see in my children. Do you see that your son is attracted to similar energies, or does
Honestly,
he lean toward the opposite?
my son is so, I don't know. So
Mm,
I don't know. So he has this one girlfriend. The one girl he's dating now, he's been with her for a little minute now. I've never really met her because again, we've been
yeah,
away. And
yeah.
so she's in they go to school together. So
Okay,
again, when I visit, I don't get a chance to see her, but I may see FaceTime. But so it's really difficult to even say about him because this is his first real relationship.
okay.
He'll be 21 this year. So he's so I know he like thick women. I can say that much. She thick. That's all I know.
Okay.
So whatever energy that is, he like
Big like him. Big like
that
him.
he like that thick energy. So we share that same. Okay,
Uh,
all right. We share that, baby.
okay. All right. So, all right. So, I think if I'm reading correctly, you're also doing something else other than your entrepreneurship. Are you working with a music group? Are you working with
So it's an arts museum, Rainbow Vomit. It's a I'm working with the nonprofit. It's called Exude Love Nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
And they are the founders of this art museum, Rainbow Vomit. Tell you about that story. My daughter came for her birthday last year, and her birthday was on a Monday. And so I originally was trying to book it because I had already seen like the advertisement for them months before, and I had sent her a screenshot and say, hey, would you like to go to something like this? It's really for adults. It's their theme is where adults can, feel like a kid again. So it's like it's really for adults. You go in, you see the walls, you see the different pictures, you see all these different things, and they have ring lights in every room to invoke you to actually take selfies and take pictures. So that's what they want. Um, and so took my daughter, went instead of that Monday on her birthday, because for some reason I could not book it. When I say I went to the website, I'm like, it was just available. Why can't I book it? Couldn't book it. So normally when I get ready to come back home, I leave a Friday afternoon when I get off of work and get on the road and then come home. Well, this particular day, before I brought my daughter back, I said, well, do you mind if we go on this Friday? And we'll just get up early Saturday morning and leave. She said, yes, man, that's fine. We went, had a wonderful experience. The energy, oh my gosh. I talk to the lady all the time. I said, it doesn't change. It cannot be duplicated. The energy is so uniquely its own. And I told it, the word I used was sacred. So it's like no other. You go in and you just feel it's like the walls are pulsating and the walls are breathing. It's beautiful. So I encourage anybody, if you're in Dallas, come to Rainbow Vomit, like seriously. However, so as we were leaving, I was talking to the guy who was working there, and I was like, we really enjoyed ourselves. I bought her a t-shirt prior to when I booked it, and I was getting her shirt. And so he was just, yeah, we got this new thing we're getting ready to do, blah, blah, blah. And he was telling us about it. This production. I said, okay, it sounds interesting. It sounds right up my alley. And started talking to him about it and listening to him. I said, well, I taught music and performing arts. I had a performing arts school for 10 years. Like, this is what I do. This is who I am. I went to school for dance and performing arts. This is what I do. I said, well, give me somebody's number, email. I'm going to send them a smoke signal or something. So he gave me the latest card. I emailed her to give her, just tell her how our experience was. And then I said, well, hey, the guy's name is Mateo that I was speaking to that worked there. I said, Mateo was telling me about the new production that's coming up. However, I can assist you. I would love to sit down and talk to you about it. Met with her on a Wednesday. And she was like, well, we're not looking to hire, because I was showing them my portfolio. And I was just say, this is who I am. So however I can be of service to you. I wasn't looking to get a job. I wasn't. I want to be involved. I haven't been a part of that scene since Memphis. So I didn't know a lot. Because when I came here grinding, getting back on my feet, reestablishing myself. So I said, I'm here to assist in whatever way I possibly can. And as she was looking through my resume and my portfolio, she said, you're everything we never knew we needed. Everything. She said, you're a godsend. She just kept saying to her partner, Rob, she's a godsend. Are we interviewing? What are we doing? And so I'm just sitting back like, hey, tell me, let's talk about it. So we walked through the whole place again, and she was giving me her vision of this production that she was wanted to put on. And I said, okay, I see it, I hear it, I see it. And she said, you're hired. And I was like, well, thank you. Okay, what are we doing? She said, I don't know about the logistics right now, but we want you. Like, we need you on board. You're the missing piece that we didn't know we needed. They have never done any kind of productions. They have no experience in it. And for me having that background, again, I'm hearing your vision, then I can spew out to you exactly how needs to be implemented. And then she's like, that's exactly what I needed. So yeah, that's the journey. So from November, that was when my daughter came for her birthday, November, talking to them in December. And she said, we need you, we want you. Then they sent me an offer letter, and I said, okay. Thank you. And even within that time, she was saying it's just gonna be part-time, like 15, 20 hours. But just this is what we want to do, but the money is still really nice. And I was like, that's fine. Um, so for me, I had already decided, because when I got on this job that I'm on now, that I'm leaving this week, I had already told them when they hired me 9 to 12 months. I need 9 to 12 months. This is what I need for just networking and getting my feet planted some more here. Um, just very honest upfront. They see hire me and I stayed on, but COVID happened, which extended my time. So I had already said that, I want to be off this job by my birthday, which is in April. I want to be off this job by my birthday. Hadn't seen or had applied for everything, gone through all this stuff, and not being able to receive another job, like at all. Got this, got this position, and it's way more than the 15, 20 hours a week, because now I'm their casting director, their music director, and I'm the production producer. So it's my baby that I'm actually doing. So this is what I'm doing. I'm so grateful. And the production is called The Rising. It's about civil unrest. It's about racism, politics, and pretty much what we have gone through as a nation for centuries. Like literally what we have dealt with, what our ancestors have dealt with, and it's all goes back around to go tell the story of love. We really need love. If you genuinely love yourself, then you can give love. And one of my hashtags that I always do is like a little signature. I'd say peace and love, and I put some little emojis behind it. That's who I am. I'm about peace and love.
Yeah.
And so coming into contact with these people, that's what they're about. Peace and love. Their foundation is exude love. Come on, like connect, exude love. And she always tells me, the lady at the place, she said, it's just exuded. Like it's just you. And so I'm appreciative again to the universe, because the universe provides. I stayed the course. I didn't
Yeah.
give up.
Yeah.
It's been hard as hell.
Yeah.
It's been hard as hell. I've been depressed. I've been ill, sick, but I've never forgotten the thought of I have a goal and I have a reason to be here. I know there's a purpose. I don't know what it is. Even when my daughter was here, I kept saying, I came in from work and I put my back against the door and I said, it's coming. I don't know where it's coming from. I can taste it. I kept tasting cupcakes and smelling cake. I kept tasting cake and I was seeing confetti, sprinkles, and I kept telling my daughter, this is what I smell. I smell the cake, like literally smell cake in the air. And I had the taste of cupcake on in my tongue, and get there. This is before we even visited Rainbow Vomit, and Rainbow Vomit's colors, and what they have there. They have a cake there in the freezer. It's a half a cake in the freezer. It's rainbow, and when you think about rainbow, you think about all the sprinkles and the happiness, and
Yeah.
you get there and you see it, and it's exactly what I was tasting, what I was experiencing in beforehand. So the universe was like, set me up, set me up, set me up. So I'm appreciative. Like the production, like I said, it's called The Rising. It's about civil unrest. It's about the things we've gone through, and it's about finding that thing in you that makes you say, you know what, I need to make a change.
Mm.
And that changes love. And
Mm.
so it's actually our first day is going to be March the 26th. And we're going for 3 days a week. It starts on a Friday, March 26th, but it goes from Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Okay. And when is the last show? When is the
It's
last?
a month long. So right now we're looking at the 25th of April.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very, very nice. So if you could, because you've had quite a journey, this is our last question. And how would you, if you were writing your memoirs and you wanted to leave this for your children, what would the title of it be?
Be.
Mm.
And it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Be you, be whoever you are. Just be. I feel like I love life. I'm being me. So I feel like whatever happens, whatever comes to me is because of me being authentic to myself. I would not go against the grain of trying to fit in and be like other people. I want to be me. And so it would be. But you have to find that place and find your journey, find your place on your journey. What what does that be mean to you? And so you have to find it. And so I just think it would be.
I love it. How did we meet?
Girl, let's go back. First of all, our kids went to school together. Your daughter went to Soulsville. My son graduated from Soulsville. That's the last part of it. But part of the community choir scene, a part of the music scene, the arts industry. I mean, all of that. We just were there together,
A lot of.
and a lot of the times,
Mhm.
um, then I think I know your ex, the relationship you guys had. We were all cool. We came around, share
Mhm.
friends, the restaurant sometimes. So again, it was just we were in different. When I say in different places, we were always around. And then, of course, Ebony. Ebony is a childhood friend of mine. We grew up. Her grandparents and my grandparents.
Keep forgetting that you were Miss Brooks' granddaughter.
Yes, neighbors.
So nothing else matters. That's it right there.
So that's where the foundation started. That's how it started, but that's not where yeah, but that's where it started. Next door neighbors. Yep, next door neighbors. The house that you guys said you were afraid of. Okay. That was funny when you told me that story. I said, for real? I understand, because I was too, child, anyway.
Hey,
That was my
listen.
granddaddy.
You hear me? The
Yeah.
the things that our grandparents did and their habits.
I know, but that's the foundation of it. And then again, like I said, but being with Ebony,
Mhm.
um, coming to your events and stuff like that, I was like, yeah. So we just end up getting closer and closer and finding our ways closer together.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
Always,
All right,
always.
foolish. Let me.
Look, I ain't gonna start.
I'm not gonna start.
Some people don't know me. Some people they know me, but they
Uh,
don't know me like they know me. They don't
mm-hmm,
know.
That's
I'm
what
a
I like.
people.
That's what I like. That mystery right there, right there.
Woo. But when they get to know me, they be like, God damn, girl. Yeah.
Trying to look for you outside with the yeah.
Can't help
Gotcha.
but to.
Hey, it is what it is.
And
Um,
I, you so lit.
anywho, I'm so glad to talk to you, man. It's been so long. I haven't seen you since Ebony's wedding,
Yes, I
so
know. Yep.
to be able to chat with you and see that you're okay makes me happy. Makes me
Yep.
really, really happy. See.
Likewise. Thank you for this. I really appreciate this.
Yeah.
This helped me get out of my comfort zone because I don't do this.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I reach out to people who, again, are being transparent on
Mhm.
social media, but then you have to ask yourself, there's a story behind this. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so
Mhm.
see if we can step away from behind that social media and just be transparent. Because who knows who hears your story? Because I'm ready
Exactly.
to leap. I'm ready to leap. Like you said, I'm gonna throw some stuff in the bag and I might be hollering at folks.
If you come here, come
Yeah.
on. No, seriously, I'm huge on it. It was scary as hell. Like I have never, besides going to college and then come on, I've
Right.
never. And then I had
Right.
to leave everything and everybody, and I started from scratch.
Yeah.
I
But it's
literally, this is one thing I don't share with everybody, but I don't mind. But I'm very transparent. I came here with $138 to my name.
wow. Wow.
$138 to my name. I had to leave my house, leave this, leave that. Money was getting scarce. I was trying to pay bills and trying to pay this and trying to get caught up on this. And my god sister was so gracious to say, "You can stay with me for free." Like she didn't charge me nothing. Of course, I made sure I was a good house guest, of course, that's natural. Um, but yeah, like literally, I had gone through in that time frame from June until I moved in November. It was crazy and it was hard. It was hard for me to go through it because I'm like, come on, I can't get a job. Like I'm overqualified. Like, people always say you're too qualified. You're overly qualified. I need a job. I don't give a damn. I need a job.
Exactly.
Just hire
Exactly.
me. I ain't trying
Exactly.
to. I ain't trying to take your job. I just need a job. I just want an income. And I
That's right.
went through that. I went through that, and again, like I said, it was humbling. It was really, really humbling. And I appreciate everything because you can't take nothing from me. Nothing. Nothing. Like literally, right now, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. In less than 3 years, and my goal, even for being here, is 3 to 5 years. And I'm
Yeah.
doing exactly what I need to do and making the changes, meeting the people, and even with working with the Exude Love at Rainbow Vomit, we they are travelers. They do shows all the time. So I'm never gonna stop working.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna stop working. Like even it, honey, listen, I'm ready. I'm
That's,
ready.
that's
And if you come on, I got room for you.
one of the places that I want to visit and hang out is definitely Dallas. Definitely Dallas.
I can't wait till it kind of gets back like the past the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Like COVID is
Definitely.
crazy, but I want to be able to at least so I can entertain. Like I can't really entertain. A lot of people are still doing stuff, but it's still, make sure you have your mask and
Yeah.
you can't sneeze or rub your nose or rub your eye. You got COVID. It's like what the hell? So it's still a lot of restrictions.
Mm.
Um, but it's been good. It's been good. I can't complain. I can't complain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just last thing, if there are people that are listening that happen to be in Dallas and they are interested in coming to see The Rising, where do they look for tickets and
Um,
showtimes?
go to Rainbow Vomit on either online.com or on Facebook, and there's actually a link that they can actually click on that will give them the link to the tickets.
Okay. So rainbowvomit.com, or they
Mhm.
can go to Rainbow Vomit on Facebook.
On Facebook, on Instagram. Yep.
Okay. And is Rainbow Vomit one word?
2 words.
Okay. Okay. All right. We just
You,
want to make
you'll
sure
see,
you good
you'll see
for
the unicorn, the clouds, the guy with the unicorn head on it. You'll be able to tell exactly what it is. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, love. I appreciate you so much. Take care of yourself. Please rest.
I am. I am. I'm getting off here now. You see, I'm kind of stiffer.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pop. I'm getting ready to pop some more meds.
okay. All right. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you more.
All right. Bye.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in with us. Again, a very refreshing conversation, a beautiful conversation, just feminine energy, taking a leap. And that's what life is about. If COVID and whatever weather, isolation, and storms that we've had, if it doesn't teach you anything else, you have little to no time. You don't know what's going to happen in the next few seconds. So take the moment to leap. Trust the universe, trust God, trust whatever it is, whatever the system it is that you're believing in, trust, and whatever you're thinking about and whatever that thing is that you've been stacking in the back of your brain, take a moment to leap and let's just see what happens. Okay. I send you greetings of love, comfort. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody is warm and enjoying their life. I leave you with peace, love, and Keartra said it best. Just be. Just be. I'll see you soon.